A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Knocked down for the tackle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to him on the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll try to convert on 4th and short from the 20. Going for the marker on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Leaves it with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense. Not putting him in play.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys up.
Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Inside the 45. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. first play of the drive, wants to throw. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He's taking the shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. Finding open areas. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Takes a hit as he fires. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the... And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Back to throw, it's Carr. Spits it out to the back. Firing to the right, complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
This quarterback part of their running game. And the ball slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch down the side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now they'll run it to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The toss sweep to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he makes the catch. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
Hey, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. A hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Carr. Finds his man, it's Gilbert. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Steps away to find some room. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Special teams proving to be special.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Irish! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It was once said that greed is good, but that quarterback got a little too greedy, and it was not good.
No, it wasn't good, but if we got rid of the football just a second earlier and not taken the sack, not gotten the negative play, I think it would have been just fine. I don't mind the aggressive play nature to try to throw it and try to take a shot because I know the defense is going to be aggressive on 3rd and short.
Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Notre Dame right back to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. He's at the, and he ran away from the crowd
execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
28.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
29 Philly.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass.
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the right. He's got it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.